business together there in Maryland, and I adore both of them. She's a real horseman, and her mom's here too. It's a real family affair, And this horse was actually produced by my dear friend Mickey Kuchta, and she who also did the lovely horse I have, Rubens Dassault. And she is some horsewoman. And talk about another excellent example of the sport. She's now a dressage judge for us around the world as well. And this horse has won here at the 3-star with Boyd, and so that was it's a great horse to be bringing here, that she's going to actually jumped around this terrain before. And so Emma's very smart to bring him here. I think it's really going to suit him. She's got these horses very fit. I was noticing that in the jog. They're really ready to be here. And so it's going to be quite an exciting weekend for her.
Yeah, and this horse was actually in the top 10 at Kentucky in the 4-star short. And so it's really wonderful to see him here. And I actually got to see him at Devon, the arena eventing, about a week ago, and he looked super, and it's exciting to see him here.
And she's actually worked a bit, because Emma is Australian, and Bettina was doing a lot of work with the Australian team for a bit. And so she is actually, you can see this here, yeah. And that's a bit Mickey as well, I will say. She's actually worked with Bettina quite a lot as well, and no one is better to be preparing horses into the dressage phase. And we have Bettina here. Bettina Hoy is part of our coaching our under 25 Bromont Rising camp this week. I really liked how she positioned and prepared her half pass as well. And we were talking a bit about that earlier with, again, the difference between some of these experienced riders, just making sure that you're doing that tiny bit of preparation with the bend in the shoulder forward beforehand and then coming over. You'll see sometimes just not taking that extra second, and you have a bit of haunches leading, or maybe it looks a bit of a leg yield, and you're not really going to see that with some of these guys, and a beautiful transition to walk. She's doing a good job here and the horse is being really good actually as well, because as I said, very, very fit. These 4-star horses as we come in here are going to be very fit to run on Saturday. And she's really making sure that she has a nice positive forward thinking, reaching to the bit walk there, but also you're walking a fine line because they are so fit. And I think, Annie, we're going to be just a little bit anticipating.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a good thing for the horses to know the test, and sometimes it's not. And as he's quite new still to the 4-star level, sometimes they're not used to doing the changes in the test, and so it can be a little bit trickier. But she's recovered beautifully and just did a very nice extended canter there down the long wall.
Yeah, and he's just 12, and we always talk about longevity of the horses, but a lot of times they don't really fully grow up, until and sort of have full strength until about now.
Right, and also remembering that this is his 3rd rider in not that many years. And so Mickey does, like I said, she does a beautiful job producing horses. She does not want to ride at this level anymore. But when you're going, no matter how good the rider is and no matter how good the program is, it's all still very different, and it takes a minute. So, for her, thinking about Boyd having the horse a couple of years ago and then Emma having it, it's really still a fairly new partnership in the grand scheme of a horse's career. She's got to be happy with that. That was very nice.
And even after that sort of anticipation into that first change, he still stayed with her.
Yeah.
And didn't sort of overthink anything after that.
No, and he's walking there very happily on a long rein, and so he's going to be a better horse having come in there and had a nice experience. And that is a very, very important thing. You have to, as a rider, you do have to know how to compartmentalize your brain a little tiny bit. And regardless of how it goes, the horses only need to hear good things and happy things, because that is our responsibility as a rider. This is not something that they're going to would be doing naturally in the wild. And so these are our own expectations that we are bringing into things, but we have no right to make